Now, the fight between Deku and Class 1A, it's still going on. Deku, he's gearing up to use All for One, Fox 100%. The kids, they're not taking no for an answer, but this all leads me to question, while they're wasting their time dragging out this crazy, unnecessary fight, All for One could very well be plotting his attack and launching it against UA as we speak.
Whatever happens, happens.
I think that I've been dead since the start. Having too much inside my heart, but I don't even care no more. I'm gonna dance till the end of the morning. Yeah,
Welcome back to the Red Stool, and today we're here to talk about My Hero Academia Chapter 321. Don't lift the burden all on your own. Now, of course, we pick up where we left off last chapter. Deku, he's still on the run from Class 1A, and we get way more special moves in this chapter. Horikoshi, he's been, for the past two chapters, he's just been showing us how much the rest of Class 1A has developed too, and they're doing their best to not be left behind Deku, even though, if you're just asking me, I think it's a bit of an unfair comparison to try to compare anybody from 1A to Deku right now, being though that he basically has the perfect quirk. But we'll get into that later. But back to the chapter, Todoroki, Uraraka, everybody, they're just trying to talk some sense into Deku. And Horikoshi just shows us, through like flashbacks and what's in Deku's head, that he's still not over the threat made to him by All for One. He's still afraid. He still sees all of his friends potentially dying because they're all just standing next to him. So he's still not trying to accept their help. He's still just trying to get away from them by any means necessary. He even blows off Uraraka, which surprised me. I thought that in this chapter, she was going to be the one to bring Deku back down to earth, ironically, and, say, hey, listen, maybe even tell her, we could have seen like, okay, is Deku going to be shit with Uraraka? We don't know. Maybe that would have brought him back down to earth, but he just completely blows past her. And I think it's because he cares, she's one of the people that he cares about more so he definitely doesn't want to be too close to her for anything to happen, because then he'd never forgive himself. But of course, we know the heart and the will of Class 1A, and they pull up with this new crazy group special move where Todoroki uses Flash Frost Heat Wave, and he creates a ramp so Bakugo and Ida can launch themselves at Deku with the help of Uravity and Pinky. So that right there is just a good callback to when the kids were trying to rescue Bakugo from the League of Villains with the ramp and just, the team, okay, we're going to make like a little group maneuver to fly over the battlefield and grab him. And it's actually exactly what they do. But they all kind of also come to the realization that, listen, even Bakugo, he's like, there's a lot that I want to say to Deku, but I can't say it to him right now. It has to be Ida. He's the one, his body is designed to withstand super speed. So we can just throw him at Deku as fast as we can and he'll be completely fine. Plus, he's the class representative of 1A, and there's that bit of respect that Deku has for Ida, like even when they first met in the training exams, and Ida was like, being kind of stern with Deku, saying, hey, you're not about to go over there and distract that girl, are you? Cut that. So Deku, he's always kind of taken a lead from Ida, so it makes sense that now Ida is the one who has to get to him and say, hey, we're not going to leave you alone. And as you said, it's a hero's job to stick his nose in business where it does not belong. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what Ingenium does. He runs to the help of children. And right now you need help. You need to come back to school, with the rest of your family and us. Like, we can all do this together. You don't have to do it alone. And all that is just super nice to me just because of, all the callbacks that are in just that one moment in this one chapter from, when Deku went to help Ida when he was trying to fight Stain. So now Ida throws that same line right back at him. And it's just all full circle. It's really great writing by Horikoshi. And it just, makes for wonderful moments like this. And we finally see Deku break. And he, that facade that he has of, I got to do this on my own. It's just me. We see it break. And we see, him kind of revert back to his crybaby self. Because, of course, the tears are flowing on both sides. And now I think he's finally ready to accept the burden of being a pillar in hero society with the help of his friends. And now he can finally go back to UA. But I also have to think about what Endeavor said, whereas though he's like, hey, right now we're kind of wasting time a little bit because we don't know what All For One is doing. So I'm not going to take that lightly. I don't think it's just something Endeavor would say just to say, or Horikoshi would put in to just, drum up fake suspense. And as I've said this before, but, I'm going to probably keep saying it until I'm proven wrong. But I really think that All For One is probably hiding out somewhere inside of UA because we still know that the traitor is still there. So I feel like that's where he's going to get the access to completing whatever he needs to complete with Shigaraki. Plus, all the training grounds is plenty of space for the League of Villains to hide. So I definitely think they're tucked away somewhere in UA. And that's kind of what Horikoshi is alluding to. Like, oh, you think he's going to destroy UA, but he's already inside UA. Like the calls coming from inside the house moment. I think that's definitely what he's prepping us for. And, hopefully I'm right. But all in all, I think it was a great chapter. I'm still looking to see whatever's going to happen between All Might and Stain with their conversation and what's going on. We did see All Might in his car at the beginning of the chapter. So Stain could be in there with him. We just don't know. But let me know, what you guys thought of the chapter. If you have any theories. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe. Definitely leave a comment. I'm going to see y'all later. Peace.